Hey guys, as you can see, the speed limit on this road is 40 kilometers an hour. So we are sitting on exactly 40 kilometers an hour. 2 weeks ago, I was driving along this road and I was sitting on 66 kilometers an hour because this is a really long straight road. And I had a line of cars behind me because they were all doing 66 kilometers an hour too. Possibly if I wasn't there, they might have been going faster. So we were quite happily cruising along here at 66 kilometers an hour when we spotted, well, I spotted, a policeman standing in the middle of the road with a police sign, and they had a speed trap, so radar set up there. Now, I've never seen one on this road before, so they got me. So I knew the speed limit was 40. I knew I was going faster than 40. So I have no complaints at all. If you break the rules and you get a penalty, you should not complain, should you? So that's not the point of this video, is not complaining. The point of this video is just to point out a couple of things. One is the excellent conditions of Japanese roads. You know, they're consistently in good condition, and the consistently low speed limits. So, you know, this road here is 40 kilometers an hour. Probably in most countries a road like this might be 60 or even 80. So they're consistently low. Actually, recognizing that, they do have speed cameras in Japan, but usually they're set for 40 kilometers over what the limit is. So in other words, if the limit on the road is 80 kilometers an hour and there's a speed camera, you won't get a penalty unless you're doing over 120, right? So there's a 40 kilometer an hour buffer on the speed cameras, or if it's a 100 kilometer an hour road and you're doing 138, the speed camera won't be triggered. It's only triggered if you do 40 kilometers an hour over the limit, which sort of suggests that they accept that the limits are low, doesn't it? Otherwise, they'd have the speed camera set to go 10 k's over the limit, wouldn't they? So obviously it's a different situation if you've got a police car behind you, or if there's a radar set up on the road like this. You don't get a 40 kilometer an hour buffer. I was 26 kilometers an hour over the limit, so my penalty was 18,000 yen, which is about $180, and a couple of points off my license. So if I get caught a couple more times within a 12-month period for similar points, I could lose my license. So it works, make you go slow. But look how slow. This is 40 kilometers an hour, right? Look how slow it is on this long, straight, safe road. Extremely slow, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now is, you guys always see out the front of the car, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around, and the roads that I've got to travel on to get to where I'm going today, the limits are 40, 50, 60 and 80 kilometers an hour. So what I'll do is I'll stick to exactly what the limit is, as I'm doing now. I'm not going under the limit, I'm not going over the limit, which means anybody behind me that's getting impatient is wanting to go faster than the speed limit. Anyone who overtakes me is going over the speed limit. Okay, so that'll give you a bit of an idea. So here we go. I'm going to shift you guys to the back window and you can see what's going on behind us, because when you do the speed limit, there's not much going on in front of you, it's all behind you. So anyway, here you go. You're going out the back now.
Pretty, what you doing round here? This is ugly town, don't come near. You got all the beautiful people over there. Pretty, what you want round here? You and me, we going nowhere fast, faster and faster. Baby, come on. faster. Hey, baby, hold on. Pretty, pretty, can't you see? All of this was meant to be. How could we have known that this was never gonna last? Pretty, pretty. You and me, we going nowhere fast, faster and faster. Baby, come on, faster and faster. Hey, baby, hold on. Baby, hold on. Yeah.
So, you get the idea. Nobody does the speed limit. You try and do the speed limit here, people get really impatient. And what are you doing? Why are you going so slow? No one does the speed limit. So, that's just the way it is. However, now and again, the police will write somebody a ticket for breaking the speed limit. So it happens. So it's a bit of a, that's just the way it is. So anyway, that was that. More videos coming soon.